became useless
Hey guys,
48 minutes ago.
Can you hear now?
Because about 48 minutes ago, your president declared the war on Ukraine. So now I would like to ask the ambassador of the Russian Federation to say on the record
No, okay.
that
Gotcha.
at this very moment,
had mute by accident.
Your troops do not shell and bomb Ukrainian cities.
Just gonna leave it here for about 10 minutes, all right?
That your troops do not move in the territory of Ukraine. You have a smartphone, you can call Lavrov right now. We can make a pause to let you go out and call him. If you are not in a position to give an affirmative answer, the Russian Federation ought to relinquish responsibilities of the President of the Security Council, pass these responsibilities on to a legitimate member of the Security Council, a member that is respectful of the Charter. And I ask the members of Security Council to convene an emergency meeting immediately and consider all necessary draft decisions.
All right, we're going to monitor this, continue to monitor his statements. We'll go back to President Trump for a quick reaction. We had a kind of a really pathetic display from the Ukrainian President Zelensky earlier today, President Trump, where he, in Russian, he doesn't like to speak Russian, but in Russian, he was essentially imploring Vladimir Putin not to invade his country. Now we basically have the Ukrainian ambassador to the United Nations looking like a defeated man. Your final reaction?
Well, I think the whole thing, again, would have never happened. It shouldn't happen. And it's a very sad thing. But you know what's also very dangerous is you told me about the amphibious attack by Americans. You shouldn't be saying that because you and everybody else shouldn't know about it. They should do that secretly, not be doing that through the great Laura Ingraham. They should be doing that secretly. Nobody should know that, Laura. And you know,
no, that was the Russian. Those are the Russian amphibious landing.
I thought you said that. I thought you said that we were sending people in.
No, I did not. No. That would be news. That would be news.
All, and you know what? Hey, Laura, that's all we need. That'll be next. Okay. Now we ought to protect our own borders. You know, we ought to get to the southern border and start protecting the southern border. But it's a very terrible situation. It's a situation that should have never happened, Laura.
Well, there was the poll that just came out today was I think it was a 36% support, American support for increased military involvement in Ukraine. So there does not seem to be, at least right now, public appetite for us to get involved militarily. President Trump, we really appreciate your joining us tonight on what is going to go down as a very historic series of events in Ukraine. Thank you so much. And back with me now is Fox's foreign correspondent, Trey Yingst in Kyiv. Trey, you say that airstrikes are now dropping bombs on Ukraine control centers.
Exactly, Laura. We're getting this from an advisor to the Interior Minister saying that airfields, military headquarters, and other control centers around Kiev are being targeted with both cruise and ballistic missiles. These strikes are underway, and we are seeing lawmakers such as Senator Marco Rubio tweeting out right now, basically saying the intelligence that they have indicates this is not anywhere near over. Remember, the Russians right now are targeting not only the largest city in Ukraine, but a number of other critical smaller cities in the eastern part of the country. Kharkiv, the second largest city. We're talking about millions of people right now, mostly civilians who are in the crossfire of this conflict. It's part of the reason you had so many Western leaders pleading with Russian President Putin not to launch this invasion. It's the same reason you had Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky tonight speaking Russian on national television here, speaking directly to President Putin and the Russian people, urging him to call off this invasion. This was a slow bleed. We knew it was coming. Over and over, Western intelligence analysts warned of this scenario, a worst case scenario that is currently taking place right now, not only in the Ukrainian capital, but across the entire country. There's a variety of different angles and positions that you're going to see the Russian forces continue to move in on. But again, our Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon has been reporting on this over the past several weeks. And the intelligence indicates that these airstrikes that we are seeing across Ukraine, it's just the beginning. They will be followed by more heavy assaults against this country and then ground troops moving in. We know the ground troops are there. Nearly 200,000 Russian forces over the past several months have moved, according to satellite images that we reviewed today. More troops from Russia are getting close to the border. So President Putin clearly here preparing for a long campaign, understanding that while he does have the upper hand militarily against Ukraine, this will be a bloody conflict. Make no mistake, the Russians will ensue casualties in this conflict. But the unfortunate part about this war that is erupting right now in Eastern Europe is that there are millions of civilians caught in the crossfire. 3 million people in this city who tonight are sheltering in place. We were told by authorities in Kiev that there would be air raid sirens if these types of strikes took place. You cannot hear anything behind me right now, though the strikes continue. Laura.
Trey, thank you so much tonight, and stay safe. Back with me now is Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Glenn Greenwald. Glenn, when you think of the city of Kiev, it's been around since about the 6th century. It was like the centerpiece of the Slavic world, and reached its kind of golden age in the 10th and 12th centuries. It has a tortured history. Ukraine has a tortured history. The Russian Republic and all of what the Russian people have gone through is hideously complex. This is just one more wrinkle in what is a completely complicated and upside down situation in Eastern Europe tonight.
Yeah, it's very complex, but it's also extremely dangerous. Remember, Russia has more nuclear warheads than any other country in the world, including the United States, and each of those two countries have 20 times more than China and France. And what has been our Russia policy to avoid things like this over the last 5 years? We've done nothing in terms of in Russia and the United States other than indulging this extremely unhinged conspiracy theory about Russia taking over American institutions. They made it such that it was impossible to even meet with Russian diplomats or Russian officials without being accused of treason. This climate of hostility was something a lot of us have been warning about over the last 5 years. It wasn't just that there was no evidence for that scandal. It was incredibly dangerous to play games with the relationship between the United States and Russia. And we're seeing the dangers and how dangerous that is play out tonight.
Well, Glenn, when you look back at the Steele dossier and Russia collusion and the tens of millions of dollars that were spent on that ridiculous Mueller investigation, we're paying the price right now. I think the world is paying the price, at least the world that cares about this region. We wasted an opportunity. You just heard President Trump. He wanted to work with Putin and try to avoid what people thought was kind of building over a course of many years preceding the Trump administration. He wasn't able really to do a lot. And it was a tacit admission on his part. He wasn't able to do a lot. I lay the blame at the feet of the people who tried to hound him out of office. There was Russia collusion. We're seeing it tonight, Russia and China. That's the collusion we've created.
I mean, you know, one of the things that President Trump said that I thought was so interesting was growing up, he kept hearing, and it was the consensus of the bipartisan foreign policy class in the United States for decades, that the most dangerous thing that could happen would be an alliance between Russia and China. And President Trump ran on a campaign in 2016 of wanting better relations with Russia, constantly pointing out how dangerous a conflict like this would be and the need to avoid it, the interest of the American people to avoid it. And so now what power do we have to do anything about this incredibly complex region when Russia has not only China, but other countries aligned with it? The United States is not the sole superpower in the world. And there's basically no diplomatic relations between the United States and Russia because of the events of the last 5 years, which make the United States even more impotent in this incredibly volatile war.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Johnny, and Glenn, thank you for your voice tonight. Joining me now from Kiev is Steve Harrigan, Fox News correspondent. Steve, this is getting repetitive, but you're hearing more explosions.
We are, Laura. Off to my right, I'm hearing explosions 3 or 4 at a time, and then a slight orange glow coming up from them. The real question in this is, how far is Vladimir Putin going to go? He declared an operation in eastern Ukraine, and yet here in the capital city, Kiev, 6 hours away, we are hearing explosions. So is this capital city of 3 million people part of the attack or not? or is it going to be simply surrounded and sealed off? Right now, what we can only imagine in this darkness is that key points in the city are being hit. Communications, airports, defense ministry, police. We've heard since I've been up here in the last few minutes, maybe 8 to 10 explosions and a slight orange glow rising after those explosions. Certainly a terrifying night for people here. Ukrainians, many of them in disbelief that they could be fighting with their neighbor, many relatives intertwined, families intertwined, and yet it's come to this with cruise missile attack between neighbors, Russia attacking Ukraine. They moved their forces into the east, and now this capital city is being hit. And how far is it going to go? Are we going to see ground troops after this? We've heard reports from the U.S. that Russia has target lists, that they intend to capture or kill Ukrainian politicians. So we're waiting to find out. We're waiting to see where Zelensky is. Is he safe? What his plans are? What's the reaction so far on the ground from leadership? We have heard if there is going to be a wider invasion, we could see martial law here.
Steve, we're almost out of time, but has anyone heard from Zelensky tonight over the last few hours?
We haven't heard from him yet, but his tone has changed dramatically over the past day or two. It's been like there's not going to be a war, and now he's saying we're going to fight to the very end. Yeah. Zelensky has said Ukraine will defend itself.
Steve Harrigan on the ground in Kiev as we're seeing more explosions. We can hear them in the background. Steve, please stay safe. This is a pivotal time for the West. The East is challenging us. We will keep following all the breaking details. That is it for us tonight. Shannon Bream and her fabulous team will take it all from here. Keep it tuned to Fox News.
Hello. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I know everybody's got opinions, one way or the other. I don't think, Trump was not, in my opinion, friendly with Putin because they were, BFFs. I think, at least Trump had him under control. At least that's what I think. That's how I feel. But this is not going to be good. And yeah, we don't think we need to jump into this because this will get way out of control nasty. Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'll take this offline for right now. Let me do a little bit of music until I find something. Okay. Give me a moment while I get some music on here, some real music. I don't like this stuff. Nah, and you're right. Maybe control wasn't the right way to say it. I think he had him on ice, the way Dennis Rodman had, North Korea on ice. What's up, Fausto? Play something Russian. Yeah, funny guy here. All right, let me see what I can find. And of course, we're waiting to see if someone decides to go live. Just a second, everyone. What do you guys want to hear? What kind of? Okay, let me tell you what I want to hear. I'm gonna put this up here right now. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Mr. Miyagi music. All right, I promise. Alrighty. Okay, give me 1 second here. Oh, damn it, I stopped it. Hold on. Sorry. Almost done. All right. We're going to do this for a little while. Change of pace. Leanne, yo. That's my line. I use yo. Some people don't like when I go yo. But I'm just being yo. That's me. That's yo. I think she ate too much chicken as a tummy ache. Was she online earlier? I know she was online earlier, right? She was eating a chicken sandwich or something. Yeah, no. It's not going to get me banned. Right? Magic. This okay for you guys? Just for a little while anyway? We'll mix it up in a little bit. So yes, topic of the evening is lies and liars. I got a lot of compliments on that graphic, by the way. It was pretty. I thought it was funny. I hope you guys got it, right? Did you guys get it? I know the guys. If you're into sports, you probably got it. If you're not, then maybe you didn't get it. Or did you? So, obviously, all this is because of the whole second place comments that was made yesterday. And I already told you my stance on it. But does she actually think everyone is so, or is such an idiot? I mean, I gotta say, I believed it for a minute or two. And then, once the reality hits you, like, wait a minute, it's impossible. What the hell? And then you start thinking about all the reasons why it's not possible, like we talked about yesterday. It's just impossible. Too many people would have to be in on it. And then maybe it's too much of a logistics mess. I mean, you got to open up boxes and it's not happening. What wasn't right, hi Carol, what wasn't right, and Shonda, when she was walking today, she actually admitted, hey, I got these numbers, and if you don't have a brain, you do that kind of thing, you say that kind of thing. If you did, why would you all kinds of law breaking going on there. And I think, it was made, she made herself visible to just the right kind of people who need to see that. and we'll see if anything comes of it. Yeah, I wonder. I'm doing the Liar Watch now, checking to see if it should be coming out anytime soon. If not, we'll keep them going anyway. So, you got good liars, right? You got bad liars. You guys lie pretty good? Who can lie good? I mean, does anybody lie so good that even if somebody confronts you on something, I mean, do you fold like a cheap suit? Or can you actually keep a lie going? And is there such thing as a white lie? Like a little white lie? I mean, I totally think there is. The problem with a lie, personality disorder, yeah. The problem with a lie, and you guys probably know this already. Once you start one, then you got to keep it going, and it just never ends. And then the more you keep lying, the more you got to remember, what lie did I tell them? Or what lie is this? And it's just bad situation. And the problem is, if you do so much of it, especially when you're younger, you do so much of it as you're growing up and maturing, you kind of get better at it, unfortunately. And then that can turn into, all right, well, now he's a scammer. You can take a career from that and become a scammer. And that's never freaking good. Yeah, Dario, every time there's a court appearance, she's either fired her representation or they've quit. And she'll come back to the judge and say, I don't have anyone. That guy quit, or I had to fire that one because she didn't want to, whatever. I mean, like they say in Spanish, a huevo. Judge has to continue and give her more time. Like he has no choice. My question is, how long can that carry on for? How many months or how many continuations are they willing to give? Because at some point, the jig is up, and what's going to happen? Jail time. I mean, don't collect $200 and go right to jail. And crazy liars. Have you ever seen Cops? Remember that TV show Cops? It's still on Fox Nation if you want to watch Cops. New episodes, not reruns. But people that are on drugs like that, man, they could lie and they'll make you believe what they're telling you is the truth. They just can't help it. They do it for their own reason. They learn to do it. Hide the drugs, cover for drugs, their drug use. It's really bad. Compulsive liars. I mean, somebody who lies all the time. And then, lying is like crying wolf, right? The one time where they're telling the truth and there's a problem or trouble or an issue, and then you don't believe them. That's the problem with lying. Some of you believe they're only, oh yeah. It gets to a point where, you have to continue a lie for so long that yes, you can actually start to believe it, and that's becomes your life. It's like, yeah, it's, I think I told somebody once I was a race car driver, and then I didn't see that person for years, and then like 4 or 5 years later, they questioned me on it. I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, you told me you were a race car driver. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I said, really? I said, yeah, I don't remember what I said. I just remember that feeling when you're caught. bad. It's not good. So there's a court date set for her. Actually, they've got what's his face coming in. They've got sorry, can't remember. They've subpoenaed. Oh, that's right, Roman for March 7th. That's here in Bronzeville at the Cameron County Courthouse. 8:15. I am going to go to that. I want to see what's going on there. And does she need to be there? Does she? Yeah, I'll find out. Somebody will tell me here if she needs to be there. I hope she's there. And that might be it for her, possibly. Well, at least, one of her issues. Anyway, she's got many. How do you guys feel? Like when family lies to you? I mean, if they're your kids and they're lying, it's a different story, right? But what if it's a relative? If it's you guys are young, you've got kids, your adult brothers, sisters, uncles, or whatever, and they're lying about something. Yeah, self-defense. They'll tell a white, the police pulls you over. Where were you going? Or whatever. You'll say whatever, I suppose. Like survival kicks in, right? Yes, right here. It's always better. Give it up right away before you make an ass of yourself any worse. And just say, you know what? Let's just scratch that, all right? I'm not going. It's not true. Let me start over, and then just start over fresh. And then you have to keep on being true. You can't lie anymore, because the worst thing to have is that feeling where somebody can't trust you, and they don't want to trust you, and they keep second guessing you, and it's like that's a horrible feeling. I was there when I was young. Don't like it. It's not good. Some do it to be liked. Oh yeah. Gee, I wonder who. This kind of lie where we're supposed to think she got a call and somebody told her she's in second place. And now that I think about it, it's like, an idiot. Of course she didn't get a phone call. She was trying to win Best Dramatic Actress. And for some who don't know her, she probably got it. She started crying. Tears. I mean, insta tears, right? I mean, for somebody to do insta tears on a lie, that's ultimate shady. When you can cry on call, like on demand. I mean, I get it if you're about to die or somebody wants to shoot you or you're crying and your kids and you're telling a story because you don't want to get shot or killed. Totally different. For something like this. So yeah, we should take a poll of all of her personalities. See which one will show up first. So then what gets me is, so digging into this whole situation with candidates, and at the end she starts telling you to vote, who to vote for, right? Vote for. Are we on yet? Not yet. Vote for this person. This is the last name, the female version of this last name. And I started thinking about this, talking to someone else today. I'm like, because these two kind of be, scratching each other's backs. So, I don't want to say the names right now. I will. but not tonight. But you can go back and listen to way at the end of any of the last broadcast. I don't know if she said it last night. I know the night before, Monday night, she did. When she said, vote for me, and then she said, vote for this person, this other person. Remember? Some of you remember that? Yeah, go back and listen to that. And it's it's somebody that I mean, there's no 100% proof right now. It's just a theory in my head. But the thought that she's colluding, that's a good word for it right now, colluding with another candidate. And he's trying to figure out why. And I think I've got it worked out why. And that's very disappointing. Kind of using each other, maybe. I'm scared to lie because I'm scared the guy sees everything. Yeah. True. If you're God-fearing, you try not to lie. I mean, you always want to tell the truth. Anyway, the thought of a couple of people in on something together with this, with her, just really pisses me off. And I'm going to call it out once I feel better about it, once I feel better that it's happening. And yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that, Christy. Vanessa gives herself too much credit. You get arrested 10 days. Oh, I know. It's just like everything happened. It's like it didn't happen. Everything that we've seen happen because she documents it on her phone. She wants to say she just like ignores it, or it was all conspiracy. I like it that she blames the police for planting things in her car, but then she's calling them because she needs protection from somebody, right? Would you be in a hurry to come out and help her after she's kind of throw you under a bus? I don't know, RJ. I can find out. if you guys really want to know. I've got her campaign finance report. A lot of zeros on it. Yeah, it's going to end up that way, Christy. It's whether or not they admit everyone has lied at some point. Yeah, I'm not going to say I haven't. And sometimes, like a little white lie to the salesman at I don't know, you're buying a TV or something, or you're trying to get a discount somewhere. I don't count that as a lie. Is it bad? I suppose it is. You're trying to get a lower price on something, but when you lie to your parents, oh, did you do this? Did you go there today? And you say, oh yeah, I took care of it, and you didn't, but you're going to. Is that a white lie? Is that bad? It probably is, right? You should have just said, no, I didn't have time, or I forgot, or whatever. I'll go tomorrow, I promise. But when you do that, then you feel bad, because then you got to hear the lecture. So I think sometimes you lie just to not hear the lecture and just and knowing you're going to do it tomorrow, or it's going to, whatever you need to accomplish, you're going to do it anyway. Let me check the page. How do you guys like that streaming when she goes live? Do you guys find that entertaining or amusing? You see me continuing to go on with that? True, there it is, live for attention. Oh man. I want to say the word. I told somebody earlier today. See, she's on attention. The WH word. And that's what it is. That's what it really is. Family lies to you more because there are feelings involved. Yeah. Oh man. Poof. I finally know. Hey, there you go. You learned that. Who was that? Who was big on that here? I forget. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Inferiority. White lies, but always admit to the lies. It's not a good feeling. Yeah, I mean, if it's something small, I mean, you guys are married, some of you, or have a partner or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You guys tell white lies all the time, right? Perhaps you even lied to get the relationship. Have you ever gone back and said, "Remember, I told you that well, that's not true." I bet you haven't. Hi, Isaac. Bet you haven't. Tori, who's Tori? That's why she doesn't. I know, and that's the problem too with lies and lying. People don't want to be around you. People don't want to deal with you because they know you're a freaking liar. And that's bad. I mean, basically it's a bad reputation, right? She couldn't dazzle us with her brilliance, so she baffles us with her BS. Yeah. And I keep getting asked this question today in private messages. I'm like, so is it true? Is she in second place? And she's not. She's not. And the truth is, nobody knows what place she's in. That's the truth. And if somebody tells you they know what place she's in, that's a lie. Yeah. And you know what? If that's true, and what she said earlier on a live, and I'm sure the proper officials have been made aware of that. And I don't know, is that anything going to happen? Is that enough for somebody to go, maybe we should look into this? It should be, because you never know. Hey, Richard. By the way, Richard made a little song about the person we're talking about. She will check it out on his page. This guy right here, Richard Steamboat. Quite amusing. Richard's a good guy. Yep, pop that up there a little bit later. She's pushing all women, the all woman. Yeah, she is. I know. It's. But you know what? She's got so many females that don't agree with her or anything she does. But she just a man hater. And I don't know if she does that for show. Or does she really think that just men are against her, period? And that's it? I'm checking until she's on, and so far, nothing yet. If anybody sees something before I catch it, yeah, let me know. So far, I don't see her on there. It's going to be one of her 10:30, 11 p.m. specials, right? My leader, Poti, is here. Another VT. Oh, no. Who? In her mind, she's practically there. But I guarantee you, that's what's going to happen. She claims the victory right now, yesterday. She's going to keep claiming the victory, or that she's close. She's not going to win. It'll be a loss. Then there'll be outrage, and, the mean men are why she lost. Conspiracy. And then it's time to play victim. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But then the next day admits, oh, I found a pipe and I don't know why I put it. Yeah, exactly. That's... Yeah, Leo. Yeah, I can put the report up there. Give me a little bit, and I'm actually gonna post them. Does she ever see one of her videos when she's not high and says, wow, it was really, really high? Good question, Gene. I wonder. I mean, she watches herself because she watches herself live. She's got either a screen or a browser open or a phone or something. And she's watching it because we hear the audio sometimes, right? Talk about narcissist. Holy cow. textbook definition. If you look up narcissist in the dictionary, there's her pictures right there. So, okay, what else? I want to talk a little bit about. Okay, I'm going to put those up. Give me a few minutes, and I'll put them up while we're chit chatting here. A lie is a lie. Period. Right? Most people are like salesmen are liars. You know, you go to a car salesman, you go to buy a new car, and the guy says, "Hang on, let me go talk to the manager. I'll see what I can do." You think he goes to the manager to see what he can do? He probably goes to the break room, gets a Coke, gets a cup of coffee. I've talked to car dealers, the managers before, and they're like, yeah, no. They'll come in, they'll close the door, and we'll talk about baseball or whatever. It's her anthem of her youth, that song. Then knock, knock, BT, open the door. Yeah, right? I get it. Attention, yes. You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know it. Attention, yeah. Because if I say the word, then I'll be, you know, oh, he called me that. It's like it'll get twisted. It'll get spun. You hear that VT had ADHD and schizophrenia. She hears voices but could never pay attention long enough to do that. She's got something. She does. Oh man, I forgot to shave. I was gonna shave today. Of course she does. She loves friggin' attention. But she, you know, if, like I said, if you're not pounding the hearts, or if you're not putting likes or smiley faces or complimenting her, she will get rid of you. That's why, I mean, I know a lot of you guys are watching here. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. But she's lost sometimes a lot of her audience because she keeps deleting everybody and blocking everybody. That's why, you know, she might have a hardcore long time viewership of like 35, 40, 45 or something like that. And it'll peak at like 75, 80, and then it goes back down. We saw this yesterday. And, you know, that's what's going to happen. You keep blocking everybody. Can you imagine being in any kind of relationship? No. Carla, I cannot imagine that, nor do I want to. So put that thought out of my head. Now I got to think about baseball or something. Ask Roy what it's like. Roy, which Roy, what? Tell me, talk to me. She's only schizophrenia when she smokes. Yeah, well, they say some of that, a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I've never done drugs ever in my life. Don't intend to. But I've heard that weed anyway, that's, if you even want to call it a narcotic, but a weed is not a narcotic. That makes people paranoid, right? I'm just asking. I don't know. And I don't care if you do weed, whatever. It's your business, your life. I don't think it's too harmful, to be honest with you. Should it be legalized? Yes, without a question. But I don't know what the different drugs do to you. I know, you know, weed makes you paranoid, mellows you out. Coke can, just keeps you awake, gives you energy or whatever, right? What about the other stuff? Yeah, that's the question they asked for one time. What would you choose, socially, media, or trying to get your kids back? And she said social media. I could be wrong. You know, I did hear that. Yeah. See, that's sad. She, you know, and that's, you can't reason with somebody like that. You can't, you know, they keep asking me to have her on, ask her to come on the show. You know, she's not going to come on the show. And I wouldn't want to be rude right to her face. And it'll be hard for me not to come out and put her on the spot and say, why aren't you trying to get your kids back instead of running for office? I mean, really, is that more important? You know, unless somebody's, I don't know. I would like to be that way, but anyway, I don't think she would come on. I don't think she would come on. What do you guys think? I should have her on, ask her if she wants to come on and talk no BS. Because she has court? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, exactly. She thinks she can a lot of things. Leo saying yes, but she also loves the attention. And what about it? She likes the attention. Yeah. I mean, liking it because you like it and you get off on it is different than like me wanting to attract more viewers, more fans, and the likes and stuff like that for the show. But I don't know. It's different. She's it's, I don't know. It's okay. This part of the music I'm not digging right now. Pink, I love it. I love the pink neon. I love it. I do. That wall right there, right? This thing. I love it. It's when I first was doing the logos, I knew that's what I wanted to do, was like a neon sign on a wall. The other thing I wanted to talk about, what's that? Was Rubio getting another trial or something? Yeah, I'm going to get into that too. So you guys saw the post I put up today. That's the story of those little girls that were killed. Ugh. Brutal. Watching a couple of videos on it, news reports on it today, and some of the police officers were very traumatized to walk in on something like that. I can't even imagine. I don't want to imagine it. So he's trying to say that he didn't get a fair trial. Why? I'm thinking because all of the stuff happening with Melissa Lucio, saying she didn't get a fair trial, and her attorney and the district attorney, and they were, had other agendas. And I think he threw that in there, and the judge said, all right, let's open it up and look at it all over again. And it was already overturned once, and then he was found guilty again. And that's when they put him on death row. So, hey, vote wisely. Attention, escort. Marie, you're right. That too. So, that's a... Of course she did. I knew that was going to happen. Sometimes if she doesn't know if it's a male or female, she'll kind of talk to you and play with you for a little bit until she realizes what you are, and then you're gone. You're done. I think it's a huge waste of time to do a retrial. I mean, he admitted it. Police walk in and you're trying to clean up blood. There was a bucket there. They were trying to clean up the bloody mess that is. And I hate talking about it, but I mean, this dude went to the kitchen, got a kitchen knife, and started, taking apart these, it'd be hard not to shoot him on the spot. But it was too late. Oh, man, nobody should suffer that, especially little kids, freaking innocent people. I'd rather vote for her than the other person that is against CRT or many other things. Yeah, but you really got to weed people out. You got to talk to people and listen, hear them out, because some of them say they're against CRT just to get votes. You really got to believe them. Vanessa loves weed, massive pothead. I say yes to marijuana only for certain medical reasons. The first, at the very least, decriminalize it. If a dude's got a joint in his ear up here, like a cigarette, and he's got one in his pocket, the dude's just going to smoke them himself or give one to somebody, and he's going to go relax and chill. Why arrest him? filling up the prisons and the jails just for that. It's not. It's a waste of money. I told her I would never date a woman like her, and I told her she didn't deserve to be on the ballot. Oh man, you went there with Vanessa Troy. I'm surprised she didn't. Well, she blocked you. That was the ultimate thing. And that was the first time you talked to her, right? The first time you chatted with her? Man, you went there, first day and all. She was asked peaceful life or Facebook drama. She chose Facebook. Yeah, she did. She does. She's gonna say, man, he's a woman hater and he hates women and are more powerful than he is. Yeah. Oh, is that right? Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about this one thing just yet. Maybe she's trying to get her kids. She's not. And the way she's going like this, and it's not even about going online. Even if she was not online doing lives, just the fact that she's doing her abusing whatever she abuses, well, she makes it so easy to go public. I mean, it's so easy. And yes, it's easy to talk about her, not trying not to necessarily pick on her or bully, but I think she enjoys it. It was all me commenting. What about? That's funny. VT was on Real Politics and it was weird as fuck. I was late logging onto the show. I remember that. Do you remember? I was on there. I remember when we had her on the first time ever. We had about a 4 or 5 day notice. And we got so much crap because she was going to be on. We got crap from people that hate her, and we got crap from people that loved her. We got crap from both sides. And you're not going to do this, and you're not going to ask her this, or you're just going to pick on her, and you're just going to bully her. We were getting threats. We were saying your show is a piece of junk. It's a piece of garbage program. Why are you having her on here? That's the worst thing you can do. And that was only, the first 24 hours. And it just went on for 4 days until the show. All that was before the show. I mean, I had to delete somebody because they were being belligerent. And I never delete. I don't like deleting people. I welcome all opinions. Say what you want to say. I don't care. If you're on the left or the right, I don't care. If you don't like Trump, I don't care. I like Trump. I consider myself conservative, not necessarily a Republican. And I like what he did. I think we wouldn't be in this mess. But you know what? That's my opinion. If that's not your opinion, I don't care. You can say whatever you want to say. Now, if you're going to be an asshole, and then I'll kick you out. I may not block you yet. I'll give you a chance. I'll kick you out because I don't need to hear that stuff. I'm not going to be rude to you. I don't expect you to be rude to me. But I don't care. Whatever side you're on, your opinions, I'll display and hear all of it. I think that's the only way to do this kind of thing. I think deleting people and even criticizing, I'm supposed to be neutral ground here. So in spite of my opinion and which way I lean, I'm leaning to my right. I know showing you the left, but I think it's fair to let everybody say what they want to say. Me and Chuck, we differ a lot. But he's on here all the time, and I love Chuck. I let him say what he wants to say, and I don't call him bad names or delete him or anything. That's how it should be. Unless you're an asshole, and then you're not going to last. All right, let me check on who. Nada, right? Funny, every time I scroll, I see the red jacket and the black and white striped shirt. That story was brutal. Yeah, it was. So, jumping there, how about, Melissa Lucio. I've been on TikTok. I got TikTok. Leo, thank you, Manny, for your show. Just telling my husband, oh my God, no, Manny. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Along with no more cheesy lies. Yes. I don't know who's Ruby. I don't know that yet. What's the deal with Ruby? No more cheese man. Yes, I know Frank. But Ruby, that's a new one to me. You know, I'm not totally up to speed on every single player. I know there's another player on that OM and another person there. There's a guy who comes on once in a while. Don't know anything about that. You know, I've got my thoughts on all that too. We did a show. If you want to look back a little bit, we did a show on toxic people, and it kind of turned into a little bit about all these other pages. You know, they're called hate pages or gossip pages or whatever you want to call them. And you know, for a while there, I thought I wanted to participate in that, but I realized I don't. But it's not because I don't necessarily don't like it. It's not for me, you know. And there's somebody for every category or for every kind of show, and there's a space for everybody. And if they want to do it, you know what? And if it's working for them, more power to them. I'll let them do that kind of stuff. Not necessarily going to pick sides either. However, as a man's man, and I know Troy and I have talked about this a little bit, or Troy, was it you? Maybe it was somebody else. These hands they'll never lay these hands on a woman, like for physical harm. And I told this I let her repeat it on her show on OM. I'm like, you can come and slap me and punch me and hit me in my shoulder, whatever you're going to do. You're angry, come at me. If I said something mean, I probably deserved it. You know, I'll just be like, all right. I'll do one of those numbers, but I wouldn't raise my fist at all, for sure. Because I know it's no contest. And if they're hitting me, I probably did something to deserve it, first of all. But I won't lay my hand on a woman like that ever, you know, unless you're coming at me with a knife, coming at me with a gun or a baseball bat, different story. All right. But even then, it'll be at a minimum. I'll try to disarm you and then, you know, do whatever I got to do to calm things down. But yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah. So that's my stance on that. I've watched Frank, and you know, he's got his niche over there and his crowd. And honestly, Frank, I've tried to watch, not my thing. And Ophelia, watch her, listen to her a lot. I can't watch him, just listening. And she's got a special way of. It was impressive to me the way she cuts people down. When I first heard her a little over a year ago, this was when I was at Real Politics still, and I heard her. She was on her live and she was cutting somebody down and cursing them out nasty. It was impressive. I was like, "Whoa, that was beautiful." She turned it into an art form. And I always said, man, if I want somebody cursed out, I'll give her a few bucks to curse somebody out for me. Hell yeah. It was impressive. Entertaining for sure. You know, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Definitely entertaining. And like I said, there's space for everybody. That's her niche. That's her specialty. People like it. People watch it. More power to her. And I think everybody's got their little spot. I go big, bro. Yeah, I know. All right, let me catch up on some of these comments. Anybody doing a Vanessa watch yet? Let's see. I'm checking on her right now. Who knows? She may not. And maybe because of court. That's possible, right? It is possible. So we'll do a little bit more here. I do want to get into the Melissa Lucio thing. Vanessa's campaign flyer, 3 or 4 bullet points that are pro marijuana. Yeah, she said it yesterday. That was like her most important thing is legalizing weed. That's her most important thing. Yeah. If someone wants to sit at home and smoke, why not? You can drink, legalize. Yeah, I agree. I think it's harmless. I think it's a little too overly, and it can possibly take away your ambitions and stuff. You don't want to do anything. People just want to lay and chill and relax too much. But I'd rather that than, go on a freaking rampage and start killing people. It's going to chill you out. Cool. Hey, Shelly. Yeah, just talking about liars and maybe lying and honesty, maybe. Let's go and talking this and that. Yes, it's true. She has many personalities and loves to harass people and make those fake profiles because some people block her. And she'll make fake. Yeah, I had a threat. On, I call it a threat, on the comments of one of these shows. This was, I think, Saturday or Sunday night. The first show when I started streaming her. So it was not in the chat. It was in the comments. And something about, don't be surprised if they start looking at your closet and, see what you're hiding. And have you ever cheated on your wife or whatever? And of course, it was a profile, didn't have you could tell it was a fake. And thought it was her. Could it be her? I know she's got fake profiles. But it wasn't her, but it was one of her minions. And I found out who it is. It's somebody with a police record and a mugshot, and somebody who was running from police. It was a car chase that ended with her arrest. And yeah, that's who was trying to threaten me. And I said, go ahead, look into whatever you want to. Go ahead, look into whatever you want to look into. Yeah, do I got skeletons in my closet? I do. Who doesn't? If you say you don't, you're a liar, right? So, yeah, I do. Nothing major. If you want to look, entertain yourself, go ahead. But if you want to do that and mess around like that, yeah, I'll definitely post your mugshot and your name, and I know all about you. So, fair play to return the favor. Doesn't mean we can't wait for her video. I know, and okay, so why? I know she was talking on me already, right? The other day, she said something about me. It was brief. It wasn't like for a long time. Did anybody catch that? Let me check her page again. Did anybody catch that? I know she said something about me streaming her. But, it wasn't a lot. And I'm still here waiting for, the attack or whatever you want to call it. And, I mean, I don't care. I'm not afraid of whatever. But why hasn't that happened? Why? I have a theory. That's not from weed. Let's say she didn't go live all the time. Just seeing her at the debates would turn me off. She's rude, Eric. Yeah, I know. I found it rude when she's at the forum and everybody's talking or debating or whatever you want to call it. And she's going live from her seat right on stage at the forum. Come on. Yeah, right. She says it was the most watched Real Politics ever because of her. At the time, it was. I'll give her that. I mean, we went from, 200 or 300 likes on a page to 1,000. Record time. Whew, right to the top. So, yes. But, but not everybody watches all the time. And then we had her on again the second time. And she was called out on her not turning in. What was it? She didn't turn in a report, something in time. Was it a campaign finance report? or some fee or something. I can't remember. Something that she got called out on. And it caught her off guard. So 2 or 3 days later after that, she was hot. She wanted to come back on the show. She wanted a few more minutes. She wanted to explain herself. And she would not stop calling my phone. I was at the airport. I was working for an airline. I was traveling that day. And she was ringing and ringing and ringing over and over and over. Finally picked up the phone, trying to get on a plane. And she wants to do this. She wants to come on. She wants to explain herself. Fine. So we set it up and had her on. She started arguing, and then she started getting like she was rude. And I decided to hit the eject button and just cut her off, and we took her off. I hated to do that too, but she wouldn't let anybody else talk. She was missing the whole point. And so I ejected her. And then, ever since then, we were on her shit list. But the first time she was on, I think she did well. I thought she did well. And everybody, I think it caught a lot of people off guard. It's like, whoa, does she have something here maybe? I swear it was like that. I don't know if those tapes are available anymore. I don't think so. I can inquire, but we were almost impressed, borderline impressed. We were like, well, that's not what we thought it was going to be like. It was, that's when we got, And that's when after that I realized, thank you, Chuck, that, you know what, if her head was right, she's got the gift of gab, she could possibly do a lot of good things or advance herself, but she's got this problem. Otherwise, who knows what she could do? Seriously, I'm just saying because some driver under the influence in a wreck. Yeah, okay, I get that. You're right. That's true. TikTok. Okay, so I got TikTok. When I get to these comments a little bit, so we're not way behind. I think I already am almost. Okay. Oh, that's who it is. Jaime Castaneda. Who is that guy? Is he just is he involved in that, or is he just somebody watching from the outside? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I started watching them recently, and I think I'm watching them a little more. I'm entertained so far. NPN, TikTok. Okay. So I got TikTok because, thank you, Dina. Dina's been around for a long time, since the beginning. One of the original fans. I appreciate her. So I did TikTok. I was watching one of Melissa Lucio's daughters. Her name is Selena. She's the one very outspoken, saying, yeah, her mom did it. She was abusive. She believes she's the one who injured the child so much. So her thing is not she wants to set her free, but I think she doesn't want her to die. I think it was a fist was just to scare her, and he did. I know, but that's why do you gotta scare? Why do you gotta do that? I mean, usually if you're gonna do that, you intend to do it. And was she trying to provoke? Maybe a little bit, but still. I mean, younger, when I was much younger, I would get into a situation, and the chick, my girlfriend, she would push me and keep hitting me on the head or the shoulder and slapping me and I still wouldn't, because I wouldn't. So I don't know. Control yourself. I think a lot of people need to chill, really, seriously. Too much high octane nerves going around there. Supposed to, usually does. That's why. Scheduled, not scheduled, but based on what she's done every night, and this is usually around the time, actually a little earlier than this. Unless she's got another page that I'm not privy to. If you guys know about that, you can let me know. I'm looking at the one that says nurse biologist. And we'll get back to my conversation in just a second here. Anyway, if you guys don't mind, if somebody sees it, just let me know and I'll switch over. Anyway, Carol, yes, totally agree. She's got a way with words. She does. I mean, it's not just a way with words, but the way she expresses. She could talk. Some of you guys have seen her talk 3 hours on a live from her phone, talking to nobody. And I know she's passionate about some things, although she's wrong a lot of the times. But if her head was on straight, and I don't care for somebody who's going to be in office or president. I don't care if it's a woman. I don't care if it's a man. I don't care if it's a white man. I don't care if it's a black man. I don't care if it's a brown man. I just want somebody qualified who's going to take control of things. Somebody competent who's going to take control of things. Trump was almost a perfect guy. His problem? Mean tweets that people didn't like. I didn't mind them. But he did a lot of things. And Reagan did a lot of things. And so whatever. Whoever, I don't care, like I said, woman, man, gender, doesn't matter. If it was a trans person, I wouldn't care. I just want somebody competent who's going to do the right thing. It's got a level head. Sleepy Joe, Russia's invading Ukraine. He's probably in bed right now already. Anyway. How do you say that name? Yaine? Is it Spanish? Yaine? Yaney? Or Yaine? Anyway, welcome. Thank you. How do you say that name? I want to know. I hate pronouncing people's names wrong. She's a total pothead, toker, doogie roller, not for Washington. I wouldn't want her there too. I wouldn't. And Washington's so close to Baltimore, and we know how Baltimore is. And oh boy, she'd end up in Baltimore somewhere. No pasa nada. Hola, hola. At RJ. Okay. Russia to Ukraine. Yep. It's happening. There's explosions and shit going on, and that's not going to be good. RGV Thrift. You? Really? Did she really? Well, I didn't hear anything, but then I don't see her crap. Yeah. Anyway, so there was a Melissa Lucio thing. Trying to get a hold of her daughter, that girl who keeps posting stuff online on Facebook, on TikTok, sorry. Bam, yeah, I'd vote for Bam. Can you imagine him at the podium at the press cursing up a storm? You guys don't know Bam yet? I'm going to have him on Saturday evening. Bam's my friend. Very colorful guy. Loves to drop the F-bombs. And some of you guys will meet him on Saturday. I'll get him on here on Saturday. So Melissa's daughter, Selena, advocating that she did abuse her. Yes, she killed her. Yes, she did all this stuff, but don't put her to death. And people are criticizing her, and they're trying to mix her up. And I was trying to get her to invite her to the show. I'd like to talk to her. I'm not going to make fun or try to mix her up or whatever, I just wanted to legit tell her story, once and for all. Tell your story, and let's hear it. It's sad. Does anybody remember what on Mariah that's gone? Was it her leg that had a broken? Was it a broken leg from an injury, or was it her arm? Because I always thought it was her leg. And then today I saw one of the videos on this story and they said it was her arm. And I was like, I thought it was her leg. He said, how dare you, and that you had a show called Real Politics with some dude, probably had a dispute or something that you needed like follow. We need followers? Yeah. Not going to lie. Of course we did. I mean, this is all about, popularity, so to speak. There are some pages who do stuff very locally, only Brownsville or the Rio Grande Valley area. But, I'm starting to put together quite a little network, and I'd like to have people viewing and fans from all over the country. That's the ultimate deal. And it is about popularity, and we needed the likes. Yeah, we did. But so what? This is what, when you're starting out, that's what it was all about. And and we were called, whores, attention whores. We were called attention whores because we wanted the popularity and the likes and this, like, yeah, okay, yeah, we did. And we knew that was coming, but they really attacked. It was nasty. I found it hilarious that she was blaming everyone for her being late when the forum started. Yeah, I know. She said somebody gave her the wrong time, right? Never take responsibility. If she campaigned like a normal candidate and don't go live high, she may have, yes, just by that alone, right? Why is she not going to theories? Any theories? Yes, I have a theory. Someone said it's a far-fetched theory, and I don't want to call somebody out just yet. So I'm going to wait on that theory for a little while longer. But I have a theory on that. And she did, say something about me once, but as far as I know, that was it. I imagine if she said something, I'll be getting messages. Oh, she said this, she said that. That's what usually happens. And I don't care what she says. I really don't. Doesn't bother me. I'm not a snowflake. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. One way, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm a mature man, and I'm beyond that, getting my feelings hurt. I consider this show business. And if you want to go public and do things in public like this, you better be ready to, all kind of criticism, good and bad. Stuff I might not even like, but you know what? It's whatever. Hey, Angela. Yeah, we've been having a nice chat. At least I think it's been a good chat. I'm glad you guys are here. Did you see the live where she first talked? No one gave her the mic, and then Michelle Vallejo was next, and everyone else. Yes, I saw that. Hilarious. And then she got into it with. No, I'll get into that later. He lives in the same neighborhood as the father's little girls. He lives in the same neighborhood. Who does? Who? She would go stalk her her ex-husband in the neighborhood and all that until Jamie caught her and called her. Oh, okay. Haim is the guy that you were just talking about. Okay. He's the one who tried to expose the coach and the teacher who were covering for sexual assault. Oh, okay. The school arrested him and also went live when she's left her kids unattended. Then her running vehicle by the park while she was at Holtz. No way. See, I didn't know that happened. She left her kids in the car. He's a very good-hearted person. Haim is hilarious and cares about others. He tried to help people and family. Okay, all right. Maybe I should check that out too. I'm interested in people. Nobody's chill more than Chuck is very chill. Delusional sometimes, but he's chill. Just kidding, Chuck. I had to say that. Ukraine is shooting back. Oh man, keep me posted on that. Abel Vela. Good guy. He's got a page also. A little bit. Doesn't do a lot, right? And he does co-hosting with me sometimes. And a lot of times I want to get other opinions too. Having somebody here with me or on my show who is exact same opinions on everything I think can be boring. So it's good to bring somebody with a different perspective, a different, way of seeing things. And that's good. It's good for people to hear a lot of sides, not just one side. Drugs will do that. She has 3 pages. The political one where she's wearing a white shirt with straight hair. Oh yeah. And is she on YouTube at all? Is she not doing YouTube or just only on Facebook? Carol, have a great night. Thank you for hanging around for a bit. My girl Yaine, is it Yaine? I'm thinking it's Yaine. I'll leave the right diagnosis and medication, give her a resemblance of a normal life. Let's see. Hey, hello, Yaine. She's straight up. She's an awesome person. Cool. Hey, I just got out of Facebook jail 3 minutes ago. Dang. Facebook jail sucks. They are. I want to get into that, but I don't. You know what I mean? I think there was most of their system is automated, so it's no real people making these decisions on who to block, and that's why I think it's so flawed. I was blocked once. I had a post taken down there were monkeys. I think it was out of China or something. Monkeys attacking this cart full of coconuts or something, and they came and they rushed it and they were stealing coconuts or whatever the little fruit was. And then Facebook took it off. They said I was promoting violence. I swear. They said I was promoting violence by showing a video of monkeys going at a fruit cart. So I'm totally thinking it's automated and it's not perfect. And it's flawed. And it's too restrictive. I think he needs to, the Facebook people need to back the hell out. Back off. Ban for president. I agree. Girl said it was a couple days ago. Everybody's in and out of Facebook jail. It sucks. It was her arm, so it was okay. So where did I hear it was her leg? So I was wrong. My bad on that one. Okay, her arm. What a fake profile. It's probably her. Yeah, it wasn't her. It was somebody else. Well, it's her fault. She's a good laugh. She gives everyone. She does. That's the thing. Just like Joe Biden, he gives so much material for comedians, for everybody. But they're not even as bad on him as they were with Trump. But you know what? I give it to Trump. Trump will talk after a press conference, and he'll sit there and he chit chat back and forth with the press. He's about to get on a helicopter. He'll stop and he'll start chit chatting. He gets off the helicopter. He'll stop and he'll start chit chatting and talking. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. She suffers from object permanescence. I don't even know what that means. Object permanescence. He said snowflake. Yeah. Jaime, yep, she has it on video. Let's see. Don't bother with Jaime. No, really? Okay. You have competition though. There's Frank Martin, Ophelia, that her nemesis. Yeah, and I'll be honest. Once the election is over, I'll lay off on her and I'll find something else and keep going with other things. But I think it's important that people see who this person is. A lot of people don't know. Too many people don't know. Oh yeah, it could be Yaine, not Yaine. It wasn't spelled differently. Abel's a great fellow. There you go. Shout out to Abel. Whoa, there's a whole video of her fighting with Jaime while her children sat in her running parked car by the park while she walked blocks away on live. So Jaime could see that she was in his town and on his block. I guess he must have told her that nobody wanted her in the town. They were screaming at each other like psychos, but he took the picture with her recently, so I guess they're okay now. Aw, is there a video about that? Is there a video? Hi, Christina. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. I'd rather Facebook just make me pay money. Is it? Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to that. If you can pay, I don't know, $5 or whatever a month and not get censored, right? But that's not going to happen. It won't happen. But I would pay for that freedom. Or just go to a different, like Trump's got his Truth. He just opened that up. I'm on the waiting list. Yes, I am. Why not? Manny can see who he wants to, and I believe he would laugh at his content. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll talk to him. Yeah, she gets boring after that, but then she starts fighting with Ophelia Moreno, Frank Marr, and then guess what? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of that. A lot of doing it every day. I think it would get a little boring. But I mean, they go at it, man. I'm just saying, I couldn't do that every single day, day in and day out. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at right now. I'm like a fishbowl. I'm on the outside looking in, make my comments, say hey, or and I'll stay on the outside. I'll let them cover that. Biden is a joke, yes. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I understand some people are not ready for what they call rude president. He said it like it was. He didn't. A lot of the stuff he said, many people felt that way in the White House. Many people felt that way. They just would never say it. They'll say it like this behind somebody's back, but they'll never come out and say it publicly. So give them a little more of a filter, less on Twitter, and I'm good with that. Yeah, stay away from the drama. You post good stuff. Oh, thank you. I love it when you guys comment. I like to put interesting stories out there. Not everything Brownsville, not everything RGV all the time. There's people who do that too. I got enough people who complain about Brownsville and SpaceX and stuff and all the negative and whatever. There's enough for them. Let them do that. You don't need anybody else doing that. I want to post stuff that you guys will like. Love the comments. Please comment on my stuff. I love reading what everybody thinks. Yes, there's a video of that. I think I either saw it on No More Chisme or No More Chisme's Lies. Very entertaining, but sad when she calls the cops on Jaime and you realize that the little girl. Yeah. It always sucks when they involve kids. And I'm not a fan of they call each other on their children and their kids. Talk about them also. It's like, hey, you know what? Leave my kid out of it. It's just between me and you. Especially young kids. She went all the way to Frank's house, all the way to Houston to Steiger. I don't know. She said she was making a delivery. A delivery or something. She had to drop off a package or whatever. I'd like to believe that's true. I would hope somebody wouldn't drive 5 hours over there just for that. But whatever the reason, whatever the reason, this never happens. This shouldn't happen. Or the kick. And he was anyway after the show to message you, or you can just message me. Yeah, just send me you can send me a private message from there. There's a message button on my page. If not, tell me. Just look me up under if you want, direct to my personal account also. But you should be able to message me from my page. Absolutely. I get messages. I try to answer all messages. If I get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and if I see a message, I'll try to answer it right on the spot. So I don't care when you guys message. You can message around the clock. If I'm asleep, I won't get it, but I'll answer it as soon as I can. Trump was a businessman, not a politician, so he would say it as it is, and now we wanted to hear. That's why he was good too, because he was a businessman, not a politician. And people might not have liked his business or, he filed bankruptcy so many times. Yeah, well, you know what? That's what it's there for. It's a business tool. A lot of people file for bankruptcy to reorganize. It's a strategy. So it's not that he's broke. I think he's the only president in history, or in recent history anyway, that lost money becoming president. Everybody else has become a millionaire when they got to the White House. Not him. He lost money. That's a fact. Vanessa is highly confrontational. She's mentally disturbed. Disagree with her. Call you hate guy. Yep, I know. It's annoying. It's annoying. Sean, you're heading in a great direction with your show. Keep going this way. And aside from the crazy candidates, stay out of the local drama. Yes, thank you, Shonda. Shonda, another long time from the very beginning fan. Thank you so much. Love Shonda. When I'm in Colorado, and I sat down on the floor like a little kid, pouting. Two sides to every story. True. Elon's going to have the largest. Oh, I saw that. Elon Musk is going to have the biggest, huge, ginormous barbecue. It's going to be in somewhere at some facility that they're building, right? To be the Tesla factory, which it's not done yet. It's empty. It's built, but it's empty. And it's a ginormous building. And he's going to have a cookout in there, or contest, barbecue contest, I think, right? That's going to be cool. That's later on this year. Yep, in Austin. Those three are a trio of existentialism straight out of Jean-Paul satires. Oh, Jean-Paul Sartre's No Exit. Haven't seen that. Tino, hello, sir. Welcome. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Yep, Leo, please feel free to message anytime, guys. It's totally fine. Oh, I hate saying guys. I heard I was watching them the other day, and every other word was guys. Okay, guys. Oh, my goodness. I got to stop saying that. I apologize. Don't want to go there. Who pulls the fist back on it? I know. Even if it's a show. So what do you try to intimidate an older woman? Really? That's not my thing. Not my thing. All right. I think I'm going to call it right now. For now, I'm going to call it a night. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow morning. No, she's still not. But I'll find out. If she's on, I will come back live and stream it. I promise. Promise. Hey, guys. Damn it. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. It's been just over an hour and a half. And if there is a live from the VT camp without her spokespeople, I will come back and we'll stream it and we'll continue to have a good evening. Thank you, Laura. And if you guys got topics you want discussed or something talked about, something in the news or a story, even if it's bad news, like these things we talked about today about the crime anyway. If there's something that interests you, let me know. I'll look it up. Always looking for different things to discuss. I don't want to talk every day about Melissa Lucio, but since her execution date is coming up, and I know now there's talk about possibly the conflict of interest between the judge and the DA, so that's a running story. So I will want to keep talking about stuff like that. But if there's something you guys want to hear about or talk about, let me know. Send me a message, put it here, whatever you want. And I'll gladly look at that stuff. Thank you all for being here. Sylvia, Shonda, Rebecca, Irma, Jean, Chuck, everybody else. I didn't forget about you. I just be here for 10 minutes calling names. Need more early shows. Have an ice storm, so no work tomorrow. If you're in Dallas area, please be careful. I heard it's pretty crappy, and there's already a pile up on the highway. I saw it earlier today. Nasty. Freezing rain. Oops, let me take this banner off. Yeah, just be careful. Stay warm. If she comes back on, if she gets online in a little while, I will come back. Otherwise, I was going to tell you one more thing before I walked out of here. Oh, well, if I think of it, I'll come back with it. Everyone have a great night. Maybe we'll see you again in a little while. If not, catch you tomorrow for sure. I'll let you know what's coming up for the rest of the week. Good night, everybody.